Right now, I'm going to give my presentation. Here I have my 5 note cards. Okay. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is the best written masterpiece of all time and has changed the world for the better. In a CBR article published on July 27th, 2024, it states that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has grossed an enormous amount of $9.8 billion worldwide. Today I will inform you on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure's debut on December 2nd, 1989. Firstly, we will talk about what is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Secondly, Araki Hirohiko. And thirdly, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures' impact on the world. Firstly, what is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a series spanning many parts and volumes created dealing with the Joestar family and their forces to fight against evil. And we see in an interview uploaded to YouTube on October 24th, 2020, we see the man himself, Araki Hirohiko, or I will simply refer to him as Araki, talk about the themes of JoJo's Part 5 and how it's about the sadness of being born because the main character, Giorno, is a man who lives in the underbelly of society and how he wants to fight the forces of the mafia. Secondly, who are the JoJo's? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure follows the family line of the Joestar bloodline, and on the Shonen Jump magazine on April 15th, 1996, sorry about that, we see a character by the name of Koichi talking about how this man Giorno possesses this golden spirit seen by all of the Joestar bloodline, and how they have this force to fight against evil in their almost DNA engineers almost into their DNA. And also the JoJo power system. According to the website GameRant published on February 12th, 2023, it talks about Hamon, which is the main um, power system from parts 1 and 2. And it's this form of sunlight energy harnessed through your breathing, and it's used to fight against the likes of um, the part 1 and 2 main villains, which are vampires, zombies, and these advanced human beings called Pillar Men. And also, in part 3, it brings the existence of stands, which is a power given to some, and it's shown as a manifestation of their soul created by some form of vague hormone energy too. From What's JoJo's to Araki Hirohiko, we see his life before JoJo's in the article Kami Press, which is an interview or a talk given by Araki on June 30th, 2006. And he talks about his rejection and how he couldn't could not find his way before going to the Shonen Jump editors after he um walked out of the much larger Shonen Sunday building, and he talks to an editor where they give him information and tell him to enter in the Tezu- Tezuka competition, where he later wins the runner-up award. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, we also see many artistic developments, such as in the Kami Press article on June 30th, 2006. We see we hear Araki talk about his old muscle man-like characters and how they're inspired on the likes of Terminator and Rambo, and how one of his more known characters, Jotaro, is based off of Clint Eastwood. And in the YouTube interview, we see how he later talks about his more focus on slender. Oh, the YouTube interview on October 24th, 2020, he talks about his more slender, beautiful focus around men and how the character Giorno is based off of Michelangelo's David. After JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was published and created, it's according to the CBR articles on March 8th and July 27th, 2024, we see that Araki Hirohiko has made or has is worth about 13 to 15 million dollars just from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures alone, and how JoJo's Bizarre Adventures has created an enormous amount of $9.8 billion worldwide. How JoJo's Bizarre Adventures has affected the world. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, we see many references given to the real world, such as Araki Hirohiko using the um, the art portion, as in the article published on March 12, 2023. It shows how his work was inspired at first from likes of the book The Fist of the North Star, and how his characters looked from there, and how he later also uses Vogue magazine models and creates these well-known JoJo poses. In an interview published on May 5th, 2015, we see the Demon Slayer main editor talking about how the breathing styles of Demon Slayer has been mainly influenced by JoJo Bizarre Adventures and their style of hormone breathing. And we also see how another case of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure giving reference to the real world in the um, in the book of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 1, Volume 2 on May 5th, 2015, the newspaper articles published in the newspapers in the book, they bear a striking resemblance because they are the exact same as the newspapers on the real world on September 8th, 1888. JoJo Bizarre Adventure has also spanned a lot of fashion collabs, such as the likes of Gucci, as announced on August 23rd, 2011, with the works of Rohan Kishibe Shinjuku Works, showing the reopening of Gucci Japan and the 90th anniversary of Gucci, the 30th anniversary of Hirohiko Araki, and JoJo's. And in JoJo Bizarre Adventures, or JoJo'sNews.com, a list uploaded on November 30th, 2021, we see um, many list of merchandise such as hoodies, shoes, and perfumes listed on their website. Sorry. In conclusion, today I informed you about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures debut on December 2nd, 1986. And in order of first, JoJo Bizarre Adventures and what it is, second, Araki Hirohiko, and third, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures effect on the world. In an ex post made by Araki Hirohiko on May 9th, 2023, he says, "I'd like to say living with a positive outlook is the main theme of JoJo Bizarre Adventures. It is a celebration of humanity."